Megabox here. So, huge video today. Lots of changes coming to the game from a patch that looks like we have major gameplay overhauls to Series 3. On Friday, they revealed almost everything. You know, we got some team builders. You know, a lot of the team builders left to be revealed. But we'll get to that in a little bit. First, let's take a word from our sponsor. Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden 21 coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 15% off. Alright, so, just some updates. You know, the cray updates. Weekend leagues open this weekend. Season 2, that's today. We'll talk about that in a second. Title update today. It's probably, you know, being downloaded as I'm speaking on this video. Series 3's tomorrow, so just let you know. And then Friday, we get the monthly Weekend League rewards. Friday's going to be a big day. They're the Weekend League rewards. Whatnot. Alright, so the Wave Superstar KO is coming out new. I guess I can go to the Gridiron notes. The Wave on their website. Basically, what's going to happen is, I think it's a good idea. Something should have been in there from last year is have a leaderboard. So the most that you can win, So basically, you win as many as you can, and then there's a leaderboard for who has the most wins. We'll see how long until people start breaking it and matching up with themselves just to get the top of the leaderboard. Fun. Endless Run and Superstar KO. They brought a new field in and everything. But in my opinion, this is what I care about the most, right? Autumn Blast, okay? Madden Ultimate Team. They're basically teasing the Halloween, wow. I'm late like most feared. The Thanksgiving promo. Now, Tony Romo, he is an improviser archetype on his 80 overall or 85 overall card that he got at the start for like the pre-order bonus, I believe. It blows through Madden NFL 21 this November. So maybe in next week, they're just kind of teasing it. I would assume we get that. Since they're already teasing it, I would next Friday probably for the Autumn Blast promo. Feast on the promos, all new Thanksgiving themed content. We'll see if they bring back cornucopia packs this year, bring them back to their height of Madden 15. The gloriousness of those packs still live on the Madden community in our hearts and in our minds. So, but then otherwise, we got some KO stuff as they talked about shoes, uniforms, fields. I don't know. I'm not probably gonna touch it. All right, so the title update. I saw Fredzilla. Maybe I'll go through Fredzilla's notes instead. Actually, I might go through. Maybe I'll wait for it to get put up on their website. All right, yes, it is up on the website. Sweet, that just happened. Key highlights: new game mode, gameplay. It's too bad this isn't in MUT, right? God dang, this would be kind of a cool house rules. Bring Superstar. Like they brought a little bit of the yard into MUT. Maybe bring a little bit of this, but people like using their MUT team, I think, in house rules too. I prefer, I want team building challenges, right? Like all gold players now for your house rules, or all AFC North cards only on your team. Something like that. Something more like MLB The Show does. Those are kind of fun over there. Updated QB slide and QB dive mechanics. Gameplay fixes into... Okay. Those are just the highlights. Let's go through the actual ones. Drop picks, right? The most frustrating thing in Madden right now outside of DC glitchers... people, not counting the game, or you get an L even though you should get a W, or no decision. Those are the worst. But otherwise, fixed an issue allowing defensive teammates to cause a knockout on their teammate during interception. Yeah, that happened quite a bit. To decrease catching penalties for defenders catching in traffic. Great. They'll reduce the number of dropped interceptions, but they will not eliminate them completely. There will be some situations where defenders will not successfully catch interceptions based on ratings, physics, or interactions. Okay? So, obviously... it makes sense there, right? Interactions, like two dudes can go up for the ball and just falls incomplete. That makes sense. But the worst one was when it bounces off their hands, like right there, and then it goes to the ground. Or you got two guys there, and because you have two defenders there and you threw into double coverage, they kind of run into each other, and you get 0 interception there too. So hopefully it's more punishing for bad reads, right? Make bad players pay for their sins for throwing at my defense. Good. That's great. Now, obviously, this is all we'll see if it actually happens, right? Because EA has included patch notes before, and then have changed nothing with it. Like there was no change to that actually thing. And we're like, wait a second, you didn't actually fix match coverage. Cool, dude. All right, fixed an issue preventing fumbles when not fatigued on QB drop plays. The quarterbacks not fumble. What's the result of regarding his stats? This needed to happen, right? This never should have been changed from last year. Quarterback should 100% fumble. That's why realistically, and here's what I want to pose to the sim crowd. How often do you guys see quarterbacks in the NFL slide or run out of bounds? And how often do you see them, like we do in Madden, run straight into linebackers, straight into like Patrick Willis types, take a hit and not fumble, right? Would a quarterback do that IRL? No. And if they do, they get their head taken off. And that's why I think it's realistic that they fumble when they take big hits, because it's not realistic for running quarterbacks to run into those big hits anyways. Okay? So I like it. It also brings game balance to the game mode where like QB draw, and in addition to the second point right here on QB draw, that they don't become superhuman at the snap. I think it's good, right? I think this is a good change for balance sakes for the people that just run QB draw every play. It's very tough to stop. I heard squads players especially are annoyed with QB draw plays and the fumbles that are caused. So, non-fumbles, sorry, that were not caused. Added to logics to slow down the QB's acceleration at the end of a drop back on QB draw play, as well as restricting the direction the QB can move after catching the snap. Now, I don't really love changes that, like, you know, restrict your ability to do something, right? That, like, basically take a thing in game away from you. That's the kind of balancing I don't love, the nerfing of it, versus like, you know, a quarterback should be able to kind of go like any way off the snap because that's just how they can do IRL. So I prefer game balance around like more realistic solutions, like defenders that get smarter and realize the quarterback's running a draw and won't sit 30 years away from tackling, yards away from the snap after the QB's already running the ball, and won't move till he's past the line of scrimmage. Although it's probably smart because, you know, the QB can still pass it and their pass first responsibility. So that one, okay, all right, but like there was, if you played the game, you understand how broken it was. Based on player feedback and stats data, I love that they're looking at stats data and they're talking to look at stats data. We saw QB draws become too powerful with these changes. QB draw play will now be used more strategically rather than a core play, rather than a play that they spam, says Craylow. So stats data, this is the best news, right? That they're actually looking at data on the field. Great job, EA. Took you long enough, although I'm sure you've done a little in the past. Still, I need more of it. More stats, please. Give more stats to your community too. Let us see all these data issues with plays. And players. Put how many yards my players get in this game, please. In MUT. Stats are nice. Fixed an issue causing rack catches to be dropped a little too frequently. Also tuning to reduce the distance for additional defenders to cause catch knockouts. Right? So based off player feedback and play testing, we found that rack catches were specifically being dropped too much on both competitive simulation game style. These changes will significantly increase the chance of successful rack catches when throwing to receivers with a step or two of separation on the coverage and provide better balance versus man coverage. That's the worst. Like, you have your DK Metcalf running, the corner's trailing him because you beat him on the press. You throw it up, DK catches it, and they get like a warp up animation and they kind of get like a knockout from behind you, or same thing on a slant where they're trailing you. They're trailing your slant and you catch it and they kind of like knock it out. Now, a little bit of this has to do with QB leads. I haven't seen as much QB lead issues that I really should have, right? QB leads are kind of broken still. I don't know whether it's due to like low accuracy on some quarterbacks or whatnot, but that's a lot of issue with man coverage. Sometimes the QB just throws the ball slightly behind the receiver, and that's what causes man coverage to work on that knockout too. But I'm glad that rack catches got buffed a little bit. I hope they aren't like, you know, Magneto with metal and something they just hold on to no matter what in coverage. But like, I like that if you're running free, you'll catch the ball. That makes sense to me. Fixed an issue allowing pass rush to disengage for quick pressure. The disengage blitz, right? 3-4 Baron, 3-4 Club. The funny thing is the disengage blitz in these two formations was already solved last patch. So either this patch note's a patch late, or they didn't understand they already did this work, which is more concerning. I don't know. But it's double dead. Hopefully it didn't triple stamp a double stamp here and it's alive like zombies out of the grave. But I'm sure somebody will test it and we'll see. We'll see in a while if that gets revived or not. I would assume it's dead for good. But that's why I always shoot the zombie twice. Shoot the bad guy 3 times. Because they always get up at the end and take a shot at you. Always have a sidekick to kill him last too. Tap X squares. Alright, I'll take QB slide and QB dive mechanic for ease of use. Now, let's go through this. The second time we've changed the mechanic via title update this year, which is certainly not ideal, but our players told us that previous iterations simply were not working for them. This change reverts the controls back to what players are most familiar with and will be the same for all ball carriers. All ball carriers, not just QBs, even though they say just QBs. Meaning that giving out with a ball carrier will be the same controls as QB slide, a tap of the X. Alright, awesome, right? I think that's a good idea. The more conservative one, the more safe one should be easier to do, and the more aggressive one, harder to do. So you got to double tap and dive in there. So I actually kind of like it. We'll see the timing on the hold X or square. Sorry, I said double tap. Hold X. I'm so used to double tap. I'll probably fuck that up, but hold it to dive, tap to slide. This is what it always should have been. Good job, EA. Better late than never. Just thumbs up. Reduce inaccurate passes caused by pressure. Cool. Yeah, pressure inaccurate was kind of annoying. What about accurate passes sailing randomly? Those are the worst too. To decrease average yards per carry, outside zone, and stretch running plays on competitive All-Pro and All-Madden. Our stat tracking data has really showed a spike in average yards per carry and outside running plays in competitive recently. So we are making some tuning adjustments to blocking to reduce the effectiveness of these plays. I'm guessing... I don't like that they reduced blocking. I wish they made defenders smarter. Right? Like, why does blocking have to get worse? Why can't you buff the defenders, right? This is another thing where they nerfed it. Like, it seems like EA's entire, I guess, philosophy around game balance. I know they have buffed things before, but it feels like they're always looking to kill something versus buffing the counter. I don't know. There's nothing like, there's no right or wrong in this atmosphere. It's just interesting to see their thought process around this kind of thing, that they thought, reducing the effectiveness of blocking was better than increasing play rec pursuit of defenders to try and take care of it, or actually doing their job, holding their gap assignments. Maybe that's harder to code. Maybe that's why they went with the reduce the blocking effectiveness, because there's just a slider that they tuned down. But yeah, it's interesting to see. This is their philosophy, right? Nerf instead of buff for some of these things. Fix an issue preventing AI edge rush animation from triggering certain formations. A lot of people talked about this to me, like, hey, why don't my edge threats get edge threat? Why don't they light up? It's because you're probably running out of like 3-4 or something where they don't actually get the proper edge rush animations. So they did say this. They're certain alignments, you're now going to get edge rush animations from a lot more of the alignments. So they buffed the pass rush, it looks like, or just, made it smarter. I guess there's a buff, literally the next play. But it's more of like a, hey, fix, because there was a glitch that our shit wasn't lighting up. But it is a buff. Fix an issue causing frequent roughing the kicker penalties on the field goal safe man defensive play. All right, that sounds like a bug they fixed. Nice work. I love bug fixes. That shit gets me randy early in the morning here. That and my coffee. This was a rare bug, but it was hilarious, right? I don't mind rare, hilarious bugs. It makes for good social media interactions, but I bet you EA hates it, because all the comments are like, EA trash, EA's terrible. But dog, I saw, what was that play? It was preseason a couple years back with when Dobbs was on the team. He like threw the ball hard as hell and like bounced off a dude's helmet and flew like 30 yards the other way, 40 yards the other way. I'm like, hey, I've seen this one before. It's on Madden. So totally realistic. Tuning in the steering and truck maneuver. All right, so this is what we call the truck maneuver for bruiser ball carrier archetypes, aka the weight threshold over 246 pounds. Reduce the fast oversteer. It's called the air truck glitch, and they fixed it. Good. Air truck glitch was annoying. It was just so unrealistic looking that it just shouldn't have been on the field at all. I know a lot of people are sad, but it was effective for him, but it shouldn't be in the game. Fix an issue causing fullbacks and tight ends to inappropriately swatch position via audible formations. Fix an issue allowing wide receivers sub in the halfback position by audibling formation. So they fixed an issue. Like, here's the thing that I don't like about Madden right now. Is like, in the NFL, you can swap your guys anywhere. Like, if you want to run Odell Beckham at tight end, you can run Odell Beckham at tight end. Right? The counter is he won't be able to block defensive ends. Right? Light guys in the NFL will not be blocking guys like Cam Hayward. Okay? He will literally... That's literally how they beat the Browns. Is they lined up Cam Hayward over the tight end, and two tight ends versus, like, I watched the gameplay. Two tight ends against Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward just pushed them back into the backfield, stuff and runs. So, like, the fact that wide receivers subbed into tight end is the major problem, which is why they have to, like, kind of do this hack around. Like, okay, you can't put a 180-pound wide receiver at tight end just because he blocks as well as our tight ends do. So, like, if they could fix the issue where, like, stats and weight and that kind of stuff is more realistic, and these guys will get bitched by defensive ends, linebackers, then we don't have to restrict them, right? We don't have to restrict it at all. Sadly, Madden's a few years away, and they just seem so ignorant in how to fix this issue on, stats and weight and position groups, exceeding at what they can do with their stats. So maybe in the future, maybe when they start using the entire 100 scale. I know they only use 50 stats, you know, from 50 to 99. And if they had like, hey, wide receivers now have 10 run block, maybe that would fix the issue. Because there's no reason you should only use half the scale if you're out of 100. It just doesn't make sense. Be like MLB The Show. Just seriously copy paste them. Madden Ultimate Team upgrades. Condensed individual training point reward screens to combine reward screen. Cool. Remedy issue, we use that to open fantasy packs twice. Awesome. That shit was annoying. Updated art on the item compare screen. Dude, can we even get on the item compare screen? That shit still breaks my game, right? It still breaks the fucking game, the item compare screen does. Franchise update, face the franchise. It doesn't have the one note I'm looking forward. We have eliminated this game mode, and we have redirected those resources elsewhere. Don't care about anything here. I just want to see that note somewhere. And one of these patch notes, please, EA, do it. I will, as they say on Twitch, Craigasm. Franchise updates. General stability improvements. Fix issue causing users to crash while making the selection during the draft. Nice. Crash fixes. They say there's a mid-November update for franchise coming. After it looks like the new consoles are probably launching or whenever they come to people's houses. But bigger franchise update on the way, they said. Kralo hinted at next week for his updates on it. Yard updates, stability and reliability improvements. Cool. Hopefully they fix that shit. Superstar KO updates. I talked about Endless Run. Presentation updates. Cowboys now have seafoam pants. Mouthpieces in the game. We talked about mouthpieces yesterday. All right. Series 3. So overall, that patch. All right, let me get my overall thoughts on this patch. If this all plays out accurately, like this is like, I would say 60% of my problems with the game. Maybe I don't know if that's high. Like I got some more problems that they really need to fix, namely with what I mentioned with the stats mattering. But like, dude, that Madden form seems to be working, right? It seems to really be working. If this all plays out like they say, dude, major fucking props to the gameplay devs. Major fucking props as this plays out. I don't know what's happening, but this could bring a tear to a glass eye. I'm proud. Proud of you, gameplay devs. I'm proud of you. Good work. We'll see if it works. Right? I've been bamboozled enough that I don't want to get too excited and be let down. This is like expecting Christmas. All right, so we looked at Chandler Jones yesterday. Last night on that video. He's a pass. Not fast enough. I don't like him. I mean, his stats are kind of cool, but power move, whatever. Cooper Kupp, also mega pass. One of the team builders I teased is wetter than this card. So I like that they're not making me log in the game, right? I don't need to feel the compellingness to spend and try and pull for these cards because they are god awful. These things should be going for training value. I mean, they're good on theme teams, I guess. Good for theme teams, not good on theme teams. Good for theme teams. It's a difference. It's a slight difference, but good on a theme team means they're going to be a top-end card on a theme team. Good for a theme team means they're going to help out that theme team itself and give them some more resources to make them better. So it's a lot smaller of a compliment. Series 3 update. We're getting some Affinity stuff. Series 3 trophies cut in half. Level update. Series Redux. New currency been added about Series 3 trophies. I still don't know why they're cutting our trophies in half for John Madden. I don't know. It makes no sense this year. There's no Master this year. John Madden's awful. Just get all your Series 2 trophies and convert them over to coins through red zone packs. All right, so level cap increase, Series 3 multiplayer. Oh, I got like a fucking thing in my throat. I hate it. We were too rough last night in the den. Coach Madden expansion, all these expansions. Nothing here takes us by surprise, which is okay because usually series updates are the best time in Madden. 32 new theme builders. I did a prediction on the team builders 2 days ago that we're gonna get. So take a look at that video for my predictions. Series 3 multiplayer mission. All right, this is great. All right, same as before, right? Daily missions. This is all the same thing as before. This is what I love, right? How many YouTube videos saying how to get 125,000 coins for free? You know it. The clickbaiters out in action. This shit's gonna pop, right? You're gonna see a video, 50,000 views. How to get a free 125,000 coins now. And you know what? I don't know why I'm not that person, right? I don't know why. Why am I not using that clickbait? I'm an idiot for not doing it. But yeah, that's a lot of fucking tackles. Did I just see 800, 1,500 tackles? Yeah, 1,500 team tackles. It's team tackles. 45 sacks. We know ways to get sacks with Mutt Master. Off the top of my head, I think it's exclamation point Sacks on my Twitch channel. I don't remember off the top of my head the exact challenge. 89 to 90 overall. Elite. These things are gonna crash. Absolutely fucking crash. If you have a Jamal Adams and you haven't sold him off yet, you're doing this wrong, right? This motherfucker is dying, right? This card, if from that exchange set, what is it? 3 to 1, 387s right now. Let me take a look at my trading spreadsheet for that. Right, that Jamal. I think I saw that Jamal Adams for like 550,000 coins a couple days ago. Let's see, what would we project this price at? Yeah. I would say, like, once training gets cut down because of new pack odds, I could see that Jamal Adams going for, like, maybe 130. Maybe he will be higher because he's a Redux. And he's a little harder to get, but, like, under 200 easy, right? Lawrence Taylor, he won't be in the exchange, so he might be a little higher. And obviously 91's going to be a little higher. Like, so Redux are a little hard. Like, they're kind of hard to pull out of packs because, you know, you got to hit them exactly. But this one that's in the exchange set, expect to see that on, like, a lot of people's teams because this Jamal Adams card was phenomenal. Waller, I expect him to crash in price. All these things crashing in price. All right, theme builders, right? 3 T's here. We got 3 in a second. Slayton. Oh, he re-teased Slayton. Jalen Brown and Zach Allen. Why would he? Wait, what? Why would he? He said he picked 3 other ones that weren't going to be on this screen, but they are on the screen. One of them is. Jalen Brown, Zach Allen, Darius Slayton. I don't think I got any of those right. I picked out spots on the theme teams that needed upgrade, and I'm wrong. Like they like picked spots that didn't need upgrade on some of the theme teams. I mean, Giants, Slayton should get upgraded, but he was just wide receiver wasn't a problem on their theme team as much as I think I saw it. Here are the milestones. 80 overall team builder fantasy pack. You can get a fantasy pack for doing all the solos. They're full game solos. Irv Smith is going to be the Vikings. 86 speed, a very cromulent tight end. Sadly, he can't get his medium route running up to 90, but not bad on the speed department for an 88 for tight end. That's great. Bobby McCain, 90 speed. What's crazy is that like this 5'11", 90 speed guy is going to play about maybe even a little bit worse than Terrell Edmonds, which was an 84 overall team builder to launch the year, right? Because he's shorter, same speed. Maybe you can argue the extra man coverage allows you to play, but he still will get burned in man coverage. And then Darius Slayton, he teased one that was already teased in the other graphic. But this thing is like fast, right? This card is going to be better than Edelman out there. Like deep route running, you could get that up to 92. Like this Darius Slayton is really good on a theme team, like enormously great, like top end if you got a Giants. Like there isn't any card. If I had a Giants theme team, there isn't another card I'd want over that Slayton. So there you go. I got some notes for you guys too with Series 3. Clowney. Kralo said we're getting it sometime before the next Madden. So Jadavian Clowney fans out there, Thanksgiving promo went through with the Autumn Blast and Tony Romo. I guess I can take a look at what Tony Romo's other card was. 21 Romo. It wasn't 85 overall. He was an improviser. So. Okay. It's not the best one because I don't know if he gets like what, a 93. Will he get to 82 speed? Will he be able to even get Escape Artist? Could be. This could be a really rough card. We'll just say that. Unless he gets 82 speed. He might be like an ouch. What was I looking at? Oh, my notes. Yeah, I didn't really hear anything about the most feared treats conversion. This shit's happening tomorrow. They didn't really give us a ratio, right? Unless I missed it, which would be strange, because I feel like I would have seen that somewhere. But yeah, it's just going to convert tomorrow, and we don't know at what ratio, so I don't know whether to tell you guys to get cards or treats to convert over. It's probably best to hold cards. Like, I would say 7 times out of 10, we'll put it at. It's better to hold cards in the conversion than to hold the alternate currency when it converts back into training. But that's not like that's nowhere near guaranteed. So I don't know. Weird that they haven't told us about that conversion and what ratio they're going at. They're just gonna spring us on it tomorrow. But I guess we got bigger fish to fry. I think the biggest thing you guys want to do on the series conversion time is those new team builders, right? Those new team builders. Oh, also one thing, Kralo did say team standouts are going to come out, and on this teaser screen, it showed 4 of them. So it might be like Let's see if I can find the Team Affinity screen. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. But like, he showed a screen, there was a fourth one there. No. Damn it. Where was it? Oh, I should have taken a screenshot. But yeah, there's a fourth one in here somewhere. But he said team standouts specifically. So team standouts, which we had right here, we'll get like a series 3. They say look for it like mid-series. So hopefully they do. Maybe they'll do some team of the week players again to exchange for the team standouts. But that's really cool that they're bringing in 32, both on series changeover and 32 cards mid-series. Dude, the content that they're dropping, the number of cards they're dropping is phenomenal this year. Now, you can argue you don't like it for other reasons, but the actual raw numbers of cards they're dropping, it's pretty hot, dudes. It is pretty hot. I got to give them credit for that. I know we had a major problem at the start because they're so slow to start up, but now that we're in the season, getting Team Affinities twice per series, that's nice. That is nice, right? Nice. That's like Veronica Vaughn. I had a buddy once. All right, we'll imagine if I did. Veronica Vaughn. All right, so what else do I have? Oh yeah, how much will 88 overall team builders be when they drop? That's a big question. I don't know why I didn't do that. Let me show you the team builder set. Did I go past it? All right, here it is. See, oh, I found it. There's a fourth one. What the hell is this? It's like a donut fucking hole. Wait, that's not the one we have, right? All right, Team Affinity. We don't have the donut hole one. So we have Diamond Star. We got the Gear Diamond Star, but no donut hole. The big red circle. Is that like British fighters in World War II? Is that what we're getting? I don't know, but he said more team standouts. I would assume they blurred out these ones because there's other numbers here, right? I assume that's why they got blurred. But anyways, these team standout sets. All right, here it is. 185, 283s, and 280s. All right, so at current prices, which will not hold tomorrow. Remember, training has been this expensive all series, right? If I look back to the history of this document, I can look back to like early October, right after Series 2 changeover, and it's literally almost the same prices. Okay? Maybe slightly more expensive in here. But, I don't remember how to go. Where was the history? I showed it on stream. Yeah, okay. Open comment history? Is that it? No, that's not it. Last edit. Oh, here it is. No. Yeah, there it is. Scroll, you coward. Alright, so if I go back to the series changeover is like the 27th, so let's go to like 30th maybe? Alright, so these are mid-30s, right? Series changeover was in here. Let's take a look at it. No, what was the actual date of changeover? 25th, they were in high 30s. The series changeover definitely happened, I thought it was the 27th. Nah, I think it was maybe before that. But anyways, as you see, like, I guess it went down slightly through the series from like 30s. Now they're down to more into 20s. We scroll all the way to the top. Oh, I haven't updated it today yet. Now we're into like, high 20s versus low 30s. So I guess it did go down slightly over the last month. But the biggest change was from series changeover, right? So here it is. Here I am, and September 21st, it was 50. And then the series changeover happened. And it was down to 30s. Somewhere in those days it happened. Maybe it happened on the 26th. I don't remember. Regardless of what the point I'm trying to make, at current prices, let's count out how much this is going to cost. Oh, shit. This video is already a half hour? Oh, my God. I did not mean for that to happen. Sorry, I just kept rambling. So, all right. An 80, 280s, okay? 280s. 283s. Okay, so we'll say 13,000 plus 24, 37,000 plus 185. that was 62,000 coins for an 88 overall team builder. And these prices will drop, right? These prices will drop. I expect them to get into the teens. When the series changeover happens, I expect going down to teens. We've seen teens in for training values at the height of promos and stuff, right? So it's not like it's outrageous. But yeah, so what do we expect the price to build them at? 40 to 50K. So then you'll be able to sell them probably for like freaking 60K when they come out, the new team builders. These new 88 overalls. Because people go crazy for them right away. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm on about. There might be a lot of profit there. Now, this is just speculation. I assume there's gonna be profit, but that's it. That's the video. That's the video end. Sorry I went on so long. I didn't realize there was this much content. I was gonna talk this long. That's what you call action. See you tomorrow.